Welcome to day 9 of our January challenge 2020 and our 8th day working through Lauren Scott's The Seal Lullaby, and we are on the slightly faster pace videos here where we're doing roughly 8 bars a day. So yesterday we had our RAL line, then we went back into full speed with the melody coming in at 51. Today we're starting at bar 55 going through, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start playing at 51, which is halfway through yesterday's, so that we feel how today's fits with it. So this is me starting at 51 going into today's learning. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the key thing here for me is things like at the end of bar 58 we have that G, A, C, and then we go to an F in bar 59. And it's being aware that it's the F that is actually the melody note, and the other bit is just a little run up into it. So just being conscious of where the melody is going to be useful in this section. Okay, so melody wise, bar 55, we have a minim A. You could just do that with a finger 2 all on its own if you like. Previously we've just been up here, so there's no lead into it. There's lots of time, and then you could move down to to the C, E. Or if you wanted, you could place that C, whichever feels most comfortable. Then we have E, B and G, but the G is the melody note. And then we go down to G, A, which I'm just doing 2-1. Okay, so that's the right hand for that section. Left hand, it's a stretch out shape. So C and F at the base, so finger 2 on the C, F nicely falling out, thumb reaching up for the A, and we play these quavers. Then we take that same shape, but our thumb is now on the C instead, so it's an A and an E in the bass, and then it's 3 in a row. We've done that before. Okay, so if I just put those 2 bars together in the left hand, F, A, F, C, A first, 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and. And as I've said before, when we're coming up to those 3 in a row, I just allow my fingers to go nice and low compared to where my thumb is, and just to fall out. I don't need to see them go on, because I know what 3 in a row feels like. Okay, then under the next bar we have G to E, 3 and 1, and then a normal octave in a fifth, so the F's with the C. Okay, so I'll just do that left hand from bar 55. Here's our counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, and if you need to, you can go a little bit lower on some of those metal strings for clarity of sound. Putting those 2 hands together then, so either a finger 2 on that A, or if you want to place down to the C, you can. Left hand on F, C, up to the A with your thumb. Here's our counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, do you want to do that one more time? Yeah, and one more time. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and. to be answered straight away, boom, ba, dee, by the right hand playing G, A, C, and thumb going to an F. So we need to do that 4, 3, 2, 1. And that G is right next to the F that you've just played with your left hand. So again, let's make sure that our fingers are approaching the strings lower than any thumb on the string, any thumb on the harp. So if we just go straight in on that bar 58, ignoring the first right hand note, so I can just be placed, so that I play that run up from that F, C, F in the bass into the right hand taking over, going to the thumb at the top. Okay, so boom, da, dee. And really intentionally putting a little bit more behind that F note, or just asking for it. Can I hear that as a beautiful melody note? And making sure that I bend my thumb really beautifully. On that thumb, we actually have another, it's F and C, but reaching up to the A again. Okay, landing together there. So if we put that together, let's do bar 58. So left hand is F, C, F. If you want for the moment, just place the second half of that bar in the right hand, and we're going to land our left hand back on to land with that top F at the beginning of 59. Okay, here's our count in. So left hand is F, C, F, right hand is G, A, C, F, and our left hand is also going to get ready to go back on. Here's our count. 1 and 2 and 3 and. So carrying on, we've just landed on that F in 59. Then we've got A, G, and D. So probably we could do that 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go F, A, B. So 3, 2, 1. And before we play the B, we'll reach down to the D. Now, you could do that with a 3, which is the natural reach for that size gap. But looking at what's coming next, if you do it with a 4, then you can very comfortably reach the octave D, which follows. So that would be a good use of fingering there. So just those last 5 crotchets in the right hand, F, A, B, D, D. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. So you might want to mark that finger 4 in, because it's an unusual choice in the logic of coming up to it, but it makes sense for where you're going next. So starting at 59 with our left hand, we have that one we've already played, the F, C up to the A. Then we have G and D, so it's the same size gap that fingers 4 and 2 have been doing. And we're going to go to a B, but there's time. So it's up to you whether you place it or whether you think, actually, I don't want to put my thumb on because I don't want to accidentally go, because it doesn't land there. So that's your choice to make there. Then another FCA again, like the bar 59. And then this final bar, same notes as in bar 60, the G, D, B, but the B does come in straight away, so we can get that placed or aimed for. Okay, so let's try that bars 59 onwards, hands together. Opening up our left hand. Nice elbows out, nice fingers lower than our thumbs or thumbs higher than our fingers. Releasing our shoulders and breathing. Here's bar 59, here's our count. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Eagle-eared among you may have heard me play an A at the bass there by accident. Let's try that again, 59. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, now I haven't mentioned the dynamic changes there. We've actually got a crescendo. So it's not actually da 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 dum, da 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 dum. It's da 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 dum, da 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 dum. So we want to try and convey that. Now, having played our F, we can't swell that note, but we can crescendo through the other notes happening at that time, so through the left hand notes, and then ensure that when the A comes in at the end of bar 59 that it is that bit louder. So let's try those 4 bars again, really focusing on putting a swell and a ebb, if you will, from there, and the swell again towards the end. Here we go. Bar 59. 1, 2, and 3, and. Oh, sorry. We'll start again. That's my bad. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Swell. And bring it down. Ready to do it again. Okay. It's fairly subtle over such a short range, but you can, if you make a lot of it, and on the harp you really do need to exaggerate dynamics for them to carry through to an audience's perspective. But if you make a lot of it, it can be really effective. Let's put that all together then. Let's go from bar 55. Putting today's 8 bars together. So an A in the right hand and F, C, A in the bass. So we're mezzo piano here. We're going to go down to piano in a short while, so we need to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Final D is leading us into what's going to happen tomorrow. So I almost didn't put it in today's teaching, but I thought, no, we'll have it there so that we can get the fingering correct to move into it. Should we try that one last time? In fact, let's go from bar 51 so that we put half of what we did yesterday into it and we can get the feeling of the phrase. So we're going back to bar 51 now. So we have a C in the right hand, a C, G reaching to the E in the left, and we're mezzo piano again. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and.